Colonel, I want you to take a listen to what UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson said just a short time ago. Here you go.
The Ukrainians are fighting heroically and in some places with great success, as many of us thought they would, because they're a great country and a very brave country. But as you rightly point out, there are some terrible atrocities being committed, and there will be some very grim days ahead for Ukraine.
Colonel, speak to those days ahead for Ukraine. What do they look like?
Well, they're not very bright. I'm afraid the Russians have established a blocking force in the east to prevent, to lock up Ukrainian forces in the east. They're moving south and north, north from Crimea and south from Belarus, and expect and hope to link up and cut the country in two, thereby trapping the majority of the Ukrainian army in the middle and defeat them piecemeal. To do that, they first have to take Kiev. I have fought in cities. It's extremely difficult, and they will find it difficult. But they have overwhelming force. And in the end, Molotov cocktails are not going to be able to defeat anti-tank weapons and the massive soldiers the Russians have. It's just a delay, I'm afraid. And it's going to be extremely difficult for the Ukrainians once the mass of the Russian army gets into Ukraine. Then you're going to have two things happen: a mass exodus of refugees. Somebody I talked to estimated between 2 and 4 million Ukrainians streaming into Romania and into Poland. Is one of the reasons why we have some American forces in Poland to help deal with them. And second, a guerrilla war. The Ukrainians are going to have to deal on their own in small groups with an occupying Russian force. And the third thing I hadn't mentioned was that Putin talked about decapitating the Ukrainian government. They're going to kill and/or capture the large majority of people who are surrounding Zelensky. So it's going to be difficult times ahead for Ukraine.
So when you talk about the various approaches into the country, when you talk about the necessity of taking over Kyiv, I do want to talk then about where military force comes into play, because the other big news today, Germany pledging to send 1,000 anti-tank weapons, 500 Stinger missiles to Ukraine. How significant is that, Colonel?
Well, it is significant, especially when you consider the fact that Germany, because of its close economic ties to Russia, has been I wouldn't say violently opposed, but they've been noisily opposed to doing anything for the Ukrainians for a long, long time. Matter of fact, they were reluctant to approve our closing out any of the banks from the SWIFT system. Now they've wised up a little bit, but yes, it is very, very significant. The Ukrainians need all the weapons they can possibly get. Unfortunately, once the Russians seize control of the main supply routes and cut off a lot of the Ukrainian army, it's going to be extremely difficult to get these weapons to the Ukrainians who need them. But yeah, it's significant that finally NATO has wised up and has decided they're going to support Ukraine.